to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're doing a general dream interpretation reading. Um, so we have a couple of questions here. We have the theme of your dream, the lesson taught in this dream, the energy within your dream, the environment in your dream, the reason this dream was dreamt, and how to use the information gathered in this dream. Like if it was a warning or anything like that. What was it trying to warn you about or tell you? Yeah. So dreams, it's pretty much messages being sent from your subconscious. And your subconscious, it's subconscious, but it's there all the time. Like it's aware, it's very awake. It's pretty much also parts that of your brain where you tend to suppress a lot of things. So like if you suppress any like feelings or emotions or thought, a belief, is in your subconscious, and your subconscious will later on play it out in your dreams. Which is why you can have like a reoccurring dreams. Is pretty much your subconscious legit trying to tell you a message and you just simply ignoring it. So it's just like, all right, I'm just continue doing this the whole time until you get it. Like this can't be here anymore. Like I don't. It's really like just your subconscious way of telling you like, hey, this is here. I don't want this here. Can you fix it so we can get it out of it? Like, can we get it out of here, please? Like, remove it, work on it, fix it. Dreams are very tied to psychology as well. Floyd is, but Floyd had some problems with inside himself. So take it with a grain of salt, okay? Fact check some other stuff. So let's see. I was gonna do a pre-shuffle, but apparently not. I'm gonna get 6 cards from this deck anyways. Yeah. Oh, but sometimes you can simply dream of somebody because they're thinking about you. Like when you like sometimes, like, hold on. My cactus was buying a candle. It was, like sometimes when like you're thinking or like you're just walking around and you think of somebody and then like later on in the day or like probably like tomorrow that person writes you and you end up talking about whatever you talked about. It was because that person also thought about you, and then that's why you thought about that person. Something like, it could be that, or simply like you thought about them, which made them think about you to write you, to talk to you and stuff like that. Be like a little tie, a little connection. So could be that's what it might pop in your dream. Could be that they have something to tell you, they want to tell you something, or you have something that you need to tell them. Or you can simply dream about yourself. So different things, different ways. But we have children. So it could be tied to something from when you was a child, dreaming yourself as a child, or simply you with children. Nope, there's no adults on this card. Okay, so it's just simply children. Either you as a child, or could be like a childhood that you wanted to have, or something like that. Where you would have been felt at peace with, would feel secure and free, and pure and happy. Cause I'm getting like I don't think it is, but it's giving like the Buddha statue like being calm, very peaceful, and then horse is supposed to be like free, freedom. They're very stable. They're empathic too. And then we have the little bird here. So it's like being wise and free and able to and be who you want to be and be at peace with yourself. And that is the 8 card. And 8 is all about personal power, um, ourselves versus our ego, movements, karma, control. And next we have buying. And that is 24. And oh, we have the birds again. Hmm. No, I'm about to say the song, but it's not a song. It's a poem. Like, I know why the cage bird sings. It's not a song. Um, but yeah, you probably think about like as a kid, how you wanted to be free and be able to do whatever you wanted to do, and you know, probably would have gave anything, paid anything to be able to do that. Um, Now you got older and you realize it's not all cut up. It's not cut out like it's supposed to be. Okay, like you thought everything was supposed to be all fine and dandy, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Like no, it is given stressful, ghetto, anxiety, depression. Like this is ghetto. Can't take naps. Like too much. Okay, remember naps? Oh, they give you 3 square meals a day. You gotta take naps, play games, watch TV. It was easy. Kids, yo, some kids. I know, not everybody had an easy breezy cover, good, beautiful cover girl childhood. I get that, understand, which is why you probably would have been paying for anything to have a nice, cool, relaxing childhood. Or simply just adulthood, or to be at a place where you can be like, you know, like some people where they like had to struggle. Ooh, like rappers, they be like they had to struggle before and this, that, and the third, and they don't want to do that no more. So they started doing certain things so that they have money and they're good, and then their family's good, and they still have money like put down on the side, so like just in case anything happens and stuff like that. You probably like as a kid had to grow up or be mature, like more mature than you you know, probably needed to or had to because of certain hardships. Like you couldn't buy certain things that you wanted to buy, and now you probably can or able to, and you know you don't take that for granted. I will say. Next we have shouting. And that is, oh, you have 24. 24 is 6. 6 is reflecting, communicating, collaborating with people, working with people, um, and communicating with them so they can be like harmony and peacefulness. Um, Rather than, I won't say just buying them off, but you know, it pays off to talk to people and respect them rather than, you know, being hostile and, you know, like I was saying before, like I know why the cage bird sings. Rather than them trying to like keep them caged and stuck and stuff like that, um, and suppress their creative abilities and make them conform to what you want to conform to, you or no, it could be you or you know other people's doing it to you. You want to be free and you know soar the skies, whatever you want to like fly, whatever you want to fly. Um, Go wherever you want to go and feel stable and secure in yourself and not like screaming out for help or attention and stuff like that. Um, like I was saying before, like not being able, because we also have the clock in the background. So that's what I'm saying. Like maybe when you was a kid you weren't able to, but now you're able to, and you don't take that for granted. Or you could be like simply holding on, you know, to money. Like Mr. Krabs, you know, even though he has money there, and Krusty Krabs always like getting money and money always coming in, like he's like very stingy, because he's scared of losing it, and you know, still having that you know mindset from when he was a kid that, um, he doesn't have the money to buy what he wants and stuff like that when he actually does. Oh wow, then we have money. Just talking about it. And that's 17, and that's another 8 card. So it could be like you need to get out of this mindset that money can buy everything, and the money can buy happiness, because it can't. I mean, it can buy you temporary happiness. Like it's it's temporary. Happiness is still in there. It's up to you, okay? If you want temporary happiness, but just know you have to continue. It's gonna be temporary. Once it dies out, you're gonna buy it again. What if you run out of money? You know? So that but also know that there's going to be some people that just simply want to start being your friend now, or like come around you, because they feel like you have the money to buy them whenever they want as well, and pay for yourself. They want to be in your pockets for some reason. And your wallet is your wallet, and their wallet is their wallet. If they're not your kid, they don't need to be in your wallet. Okay? You don't have to buy sugar honey iced tea for them. If you cannot claim them on your taxes, okay? You do not have to give them money if you don't want to. It's just what it is. Cause I see this person right here, so it's just yeah. And then people hands out, and then you opening your jacket. You can be given to people, generous, like out of generosity, or just like just giving to people out of the kindness of your own heart. And some people might take that for granted, or simply now coming to you crying out for help, and you might not have any money to give them. When there's vice versa, and you need help or you need money. And they might not, be able to give to you like how you were giving to them. Where you see your eyes is closed here, and I believe her eyes is closed here as well. But their eyes are open. So it's like they probably know that they won't give the money back to you, or if the roles were reversed, they wouldn't have done the same for you. So and that probably caused you to shout, and scream and feel frustrated, but it's trying to tell you with the 8s here, like, hey, it's time to wake up from this and move on from it, so it doesn't keep you stuck in something where you don't need to be in, or you stop giving to something that you don't need to give to, and end up being frustrated in the end and being hurt. And then we have loneliness. And that is a 10 card. And 10s is all about completions, things coming to an end, so something can begin. Like I was saying before, that when you need help, you all by yourself looking for people. Like, hey, where I was out here when I had money, it was paying for people and stuff like that. Everybody was around me. Now that I'm no longer doing that, or that no longer capable of doing that, you are by yourself and no one is there for you. Oh, I just realized this little person. But no, you probably lost those people, those superficial people, those childish and mature people that was just there for, clout chasing reasons, or manipulative reasons, or just superficial reasons. Then you're gonna have some people that's literally there, or been in the same predicament where you have, and you're not alone, and you make a friend. Like, we have like a dog here, but then we also have like a little person back there. You see that? So it's not just you. It's not like just your kindness people will take for a weakness. People will take anybody's kindness for a weakness. It's not just your money they will take. They will take anybody's money. They're just superficial. They don't care. As long as it's not their money, they don't care who money they taking. As long as their pockets is full, they don't care what who pockets is coming out of to fill their pockets. They're gonna do it anyways. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay. See, then we had travel. See, they're trying to tell you gotta move along, move. You don't gotta be here no more. Those people are not your friends. That is not friendship. Hold on. And travel is a 6 card. And I already explained 6 for buying. Right? Like, you can't buy your way through life. At some point, that can get you but so far. And pretty sure that's fraud and nepotism. It's just like you like money can get you but so far. It can't really buy you happiness. Like I said, it's just temporary. And then at some point, people just gonna start being around you just because of your money and what you can buy them, not for who you truly are and your qualities and what you're bringing to the table. And when you're down on your luck, can't buy them the things anymore. You were all by yourself and alone because you thought they liked you when they actually liked the stuff. Oh, like you ever like had show and tell or like stuff like that where you can bring something to like the daycare or like school, whatever, and then like whatever you bring, like if it's cool, then all of a sudden people are around you, very popular, and everybody want to be your friend, but then the next day when you don't have it, you just back to being a nobody. It's like that. Okay, they don't like you, they like the thing that you have in your hand and or your wallet or between your legs. It depends on what it is. I really don't know what to okay, I don't know. I don't know what you're using to buy your way through happiness, like, or through life. Like, it just, I don't know. Right now at the bottom of the deck, we have bugs. Like, you think it's sweet when it's sweet, okay, but it's not attracting what you want to attract. It's attracting bugs. And bugs like things that are sweet, and they, once a bug is on it, you no longer want it. So it's just like they're trying to move you on to better pasture so you don't have bugs in your food or your situation or your environments. That not to say that bugs are not very helpful, very useful. They are. Don't get me wrong. But you don't want it in your food or your plate. Or happiness. I don't know. You just don't want bugs there. Oh wow, and I said bugs with food. Look, you don't want your bugs in your food. No one want to eat. I mean, unless you're in Fear Factor, okay? You or those people that be like, oh, bugs have so much nutrition, they have no problem just throw the whole bug in their mouth. No, to each his own, okay? To each his own. Do you? Okay? But some people just don't want to eat bugs. Okay? Some people don't want to eat it. And next we have Moon. Right? It's trying to, at night, try to tell you through its best abilities of sending you subliminal messages through your dreams that something needs to change here to, to move on. Oh, writer. Need to get on your horse. Some over here. And move on and be free. Travel away from these people because They're a bunch of bugs. You're not happy here. They will sabotage your food and make it unedible. But also, spend some with this loneliness. Spend some time alone by yourself to see and learn. Not to see, to learn the lessons that you don't need to buy people like friendships or love. If they don't like you for you, then why would you spend money on them? Why would you spend money on something that you don't like? Oh, especially, like, that's why they're not spending money on you. They don't really like you. You spent money on them because you like them. You probably like spending, like, being around them and the attention that they gave you and stuff like that. But as, like, they didn't actually like you or like your company, like being around you or being, like, I don't know, friends with you. They just like being like acquainted with you or associated with you because of the money or the fame or the attention that they get. So it's like once you leave and no longer give them that type of attention and stuff like that, they might throw a tantrum, try to act out to get your attention. Child's like, with this children, like children, and then money here. Could be like, and then screaming. Could be throwing a tantrum because they couldn't get what they wanted to get, like I said before, and now you're not taking things for granted. You're very, very happy that you can buy things for yourself, and ooh, hit the ring thing. My bad. Or you said somebody, or like somebody wanted to buy you something, or not buy you something. They wanted you to buy them something, and you said no, and they threw a tantrum, like like a child would. As if it was their money. There's a lot going on here. Because money can mean, like in the tarot, like it's a pentacle. Pentacles can mean anything. It can be time, fortune, a house, like something of value. Your time is value. Time is money. Okay, you probably gave, and we had this clock here. You probably was giving a lot of time to this person, and it's probably slowing down your money or is affecting your money in some way, shape, or form, because you could be too busy giving to them or overworking yourself giving to them, and not worried about yourself or thinking about yourself and leaving yourself out in the cold and looking for it to come back to you, or for it to be like returned to you, where as a kid can't work. It's against the law. They don't have any money to give you. So, so yeah, you're going to feel alone because, you're giving and not receiving. And it's because they're not capable of giving. So you got to move on. See that they're not capable of giving. And move on. Then we have Earthworm. Well, I would say the worms come out at when it's raining. I thought it was gonna be like rain over here somewhere. There's no type of rain. Or when it's like wet. And fun fact, they form butt first. So And if you cut them, they're if it's a segmented worm, they're similar on each side, and they can pretty much grow back into like two different worms. Um, that's just my fun facts about worms. Next we have dragons. Oh, and then this is the earth sign. And earth is all about like being stable and grounded, like a horse is all about like being stable and grounded in yourself and in your environment and stuff like that. Um, we have dragons, and then this deck, dragon is supposed to represent your solar plexus. Taking, is it snow? Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking out the window. That was not in the forecast. But it's your solar plexus taking action on, conquering your fears, and being successful and stuff like that. Fun facts about dragons and the Asians culture, because I don't know which one exactly. But dragons normally represents fears, and like fears, demons, negative thoughts, negative thinkings, and we had the moon card with the suppressing it and stuff like that. But also dragons are very, very respectful and creatures. They don't allow anybody to just touch them and get on their back or ride them and shit and stuff like that. They don't. They have boundaries and they have respect, and they have to be able to trust that person and vice versa, right? So they have respect for the writer and the writer have respect for them. So it's mutual, equal give and take. Like I said before, like you're with the money, you're giving money, okay, and could be looking for them, when things you're bad in your luck, think like they will give you money to help you get you back on your feet because that's what you did for them, when in reality they might not do that. They might take it and just sit there and look at you while you're struggling and be like, well, I'm gonna go about my business. Like, sucks to be you, but and then we have fire ants. Then we had bugs before. You see what I'm saying? I mean, a worm is not really a bug. In my book, it's a worm. So, I don't think you want a worm in your food either, but it's just that could stem for some fears. And it's but the fire ants, they all gather in one spot, and things get very heated and very they all started swarming onto, like, going to it and stuff like that, and then become like a whole little ant pile of like, see how we have the yellow here, and then we have the orange, and then we have the red. And like I said here before, this is supposed to be about your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is all about like action. You have to feel stable and grounded in yourself to actually move on and move forward, to take action on what you need to take actions on. But if you're not stable in yourself or grounded in yourself, and you're thinking immaturely or childishly, you will never be able, it would be very hard for you to get to the bottom of the problem, or like what's causing the problem, to fully move forward and let it go and move on and see that with the binoculars, you can have binoculars and everything, you still, like, you're not going to be able to see it. like you're not, like, because with it being a kid, kids tend to overlook certain things or certain details. Because they're, for one, their brain not fully developed, okay, and Where we have like adult hair, what makes a kid different? Their frontal cortex is, with the front part of their brain. The Bart Simpson, he always hit his head. Like, don't, like, that part of his brain is his decision making. Like, that's not fully developed until like 25, which is why it costs you a lot of money if you not less than 25 to rent a car. So, find somebody that's 25, less money. Say money tricks. But yes, because your brain is not fully developed, so they might think that you're more likely to crash a car because you're immature. See? Car, money, immaturity, time. See? Your brain's not fully developed for you to make good and rational decisions. So you gotta pay money for it. Just in case. Just in case you crash. Extra. Sometimes you gotta pay for your age. It sucks, but yeah. Then we have otters. And otters is a water sign. I don't have any fun facts about otters. They're very cute, though. Then we have mice. See, I knew it was going to come, okay, because I said something about details. And not paying attention to all the details. I was like, yeah, the mice have to come up here. Because that's, in this deck, that was, this what the mice are supposed to represent. Not paying, either lack of details or paying way too much attention to details that is keeping you stuck in something out of nervousness. And you're not moving forward on something. You're just stuck, frozen. Or it could simply mean you overlooking a lot of details and just acting or moving on something like impulsively, I would say, without getting the full blown picture. It's important to get the full picture. Let me cut. So let's say this is one person and this is another person and this is another person, right? And this person said that this person is a good person, but they come late, right? Or they, turn in their homework late or something like that. And this person just goes to this person and be like, oh, Green said that you turn in your homework late. Don't even say the part that they're a good person and and all this other stuff, right? So now this person goes take that and be like, I heard you say this, and the third, and just start going off without getting finding out what that person actually said and if it's true if that person said that. Because if they had asked that, you would have found out this person had withheld some information. Didn't tell you the full truth. Or you just hear that the person is talking about you, you go run off and go to them. Now, because it's bothering you oh so much. And you let it bother you oh so much without actually finding out the truth. That this person said, yeah, you turn your homework late, but you're still smart and capable and the type of person. They only gave you that part because they knew it was going to hurt you or it's going to bother you, get you upset in some way, shape, or form. People are not, I keep saying they're weird, but people are weird, yes. But they're, misery likes company. Now, Scorpions in this deck is supposed to be get to the bottom of it. And letting things bother them to the point where they want to start stabbing people, and it's just for what, bro? With my example, you went to that person, simply asked, oh, did you say this, and the third about me? Or I heard you said this, and the third. Okay, I said that what I actually said was this. So it's rather than you trying to curse me out, curse that person out because that person is bothering you, purposely getting you mad and withholding information and lying to you so you can get upset and cause, a drama with other people. Because misery loves company. They upset and dwelling on something, so they want you to be upset and dwelling on something. You have money, they might also have money too. But They want your money to put in their pockets because it's not their money that they're spending, it's your money. So, you know, so while you're broke, they still have money, their own money, because they was too busy using your money, or Tom, Dick, and Harry, John. I don't. Everybody money, but their own money. But now I'm gonna read what each card is supposed to be or represent. Okay. So earthworms. It says shy, hesitant, and reluctant to share an aversion. So we have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point in time along the way. The earthworm indicate a newbie or a naive working to, or a novice, a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it is important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you are on the right track. Besides the rumor, has it a beginner mind often will have. A beginner's mind offers the most valuable insight. When in balance, it's earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When out of balance, it is self conscious. And to bring it into balance, it says to speak up and risk embarrassment. Say what's on your mind. Speak freely. Speak your truth. Live your truth. That's the only way you can be comfortable. That's what that miserable person can't do. They can't, I'm sorry. Like, they can't be themselves or, speak their truth because they are unhappy with themselves. So you being happy with yourself, loving yourself, and caring for yourself takes their power away because they want to be miserable with you, not miserable with them. And you're now allowing their misery to bother you in any way, shape, or form. And they might be steaming mad and how to, try to cause more chaos and drama in your life and trying to take more money from you. And it's just like, no. I am not an ATM or your ATM or your bank. Like, if you don't have no money in your bank account, that sucks to be you. Like, if we are not married and I'm not required to give you money, get the hell, like, I don't not have to. Don't get me wrong, I was out here giving people money, trying to be kind and nice, and when push come to shove and the roles were reversed, or you're down, and you stop giving them money, or you no longer give them money and stuff like that. They're no longer around. They're no longer your friend. They was never really your friend in the first place. They was friends with your money, but they weren't friends with you. Okay. Let me get to the dragon first. Hold on. Okay, dragon. It says, seems one most true self, balancing the ego. Like I just heard. The dragon sees everything, is the essence, has been with us since before we first breathed, with being there at our last. It watched us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When the dragon energy is awake, we are confident visionaries. We are courageous and visionaries, and we can easily drop into witness consciousness. It almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look into the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. With this power, the dragon breathed transformational fire into every cell of our bodies, witnessing the most opulent energy, even for the brief moment. Help us surrender and let go. Let the dragon guide you. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we go through different terrains with the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It's said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, then Enji is doomed. Enji is defined as the inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the intelligence within you. And then the dragon in the third chakra, which is your solar plexus, where somebody's all about, fire and actions. Next we have fire ants. So fire ants are about aggression, rigid thinking, and following orders. Fire ants energy flares up without us noticing. It is the force that attach us to people and situations that feed our imbalance rather than those that encounters them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation only makes things worse. How can you break free from this drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Do not pretend that heat isn't getting to you. When imbalanced, thoughtful and disobedient. When out of balance, argues, excess heat, gossiping to bring into balance, solo time, loneliness, and walk at night. Also, it says that dragon feel like traveling with a good friend. Is that not a person? And then we have a butterfly. Butterfly is all about transformation, change. We have that person in the back, walking up too, trying to help you change and transform. So you can take action on what you want to take action on and move away from this drama that seems to be bothering you. That you're trying to say that it's not bothering you, but it is bothering you. It's okay. You can just say it's bothering you. You don't like it. It's fine. With otter, we have joy and playfulness and contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck is the otter, representing absolute bliss. Otter's energy is very playful, of a child, available to us at any age. They have the grittedness and resourcefulness for life itself without the presence of doubt, worry, and skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transform us to these precious places as soon as possible. Celebration awaits. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy sighs, make silly excuses to bring into balance, dance, party, and celebration. Now, with mice, we have detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mice has an innate desire to tend to be innate desire to tend to details. It often spends its day fixing, pepperizing, organizing. Unfortunately, the mice personality does not notice when they're gone too far. Soon, they begin to have a limited or fair version of life and try to control the details. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mice and those around them. When the mice energy is at play, step back for a moment. It might be time to find a more purposeful project to dive into, one worthy of your exact eye. When in balance, organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, busy with no purpose. To bring into balance, a meaningful project. Now, Scorpions. We have passionate competition tends towards isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are for a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpions' heat festers and they focus on unresolved issues or events from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burnt. The Scorpion card says that it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usually fiery, feisty, and fun self. When in balance, wild and free and feisty. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, and unresolved. To bring into balance, be honest and forgive. Then at the bottom of the deck, we have whale. And whales is all, and this deck is about to be about feelings and emotions. So you need to speak your emotions freely, truthfully, and clearly. Ask questions to find out the truth. Get to the bottom of it. Rather than just being shy and saying yes to something that you actually want to say no to, just say no. If somebody, or like somebody try to come back out of nowhere and they, all of a sudden want to be your friend again, it's like, for what? And especially before, they would just really want to get money out of you. And now you told them you're not giving them any money anymore. You're not giving them money, and they just, magically disappear. Now they're going to pop back up. You seem like you're popping back up to see if I'm going to give you money now. Like, I still remember I'm not going to give you money. Like, it's just, you're not getting $1 out of me. like, it is what it is. That's not an unresolved issue or anything like that. You could just tell them how you feel about why you're not giving them money and why you're not giving money to people anymore or stuff like that. But some people will understand it and respect it and move on and move forward. Now some people might feel a way about it. Those people that, actually would give the money back to you or spend money on you too, like you spend money on them, they spend money on you, no problem. And they never brought it up. Okay, to be like, I bought you a lunch. I did this and I did this for you. They're not doing that. Pay attention to those details. Those people that's doing that is pretty much gossiping or let everybody know that they're buying things for you. They're paying for you, okay? That you're in their pocket. So, like, if they need anything, they feel entitled for you to do it because they bought this for you. And no, that simply lets you know they didn't do it out of kindness or the genuine, like being genuine. They didn't do it out of the kindness of their heart. Because if I did out the kindness of my heart, I'm not gonna broadcast it and tell everybody how much money I gave you or what I bought for you, this, and the third. But now when push comes to shove and you not there and you gone, it's just like, oh, what happened? It's just like, you know, before I was giving them money. I don't know if anybody know that they was telling anybody that. And when I stopped or no longer was able to, or just simply stopped, set up boundaries and not doing it anymore, started asking certain questions, you know, they left, they moved. Um, don't let it bother you. And don't. They weren't friends with you. They was friends with your money. Like I said before, they didn't want to be around you. They just wanted to be around your money. They wanted to be around you for your money. Or your time, or your worth, or your attention, something. And we have passion, which is our orange card. And orange is all about your sacral chakra. And that's all about how you feel about yourself, self-esteem, self-worth, self-respect, boundaries, shame and guilt and stuff like that. And also our sexuality and stuff like that. How we feel about ourselves, and then as a result, how that we want to connect to others and feel for others and stuff like that. And at the bottom of the deck, we have expansion. So it could be saying that things need to change and need to move on, and you need to move away from this because it's trying to make space for something new, like a new passion to come in, so you can try something new rather than letting fear hold you back or this unresolved issue hold you back. The details is there. You probably don't like the details or what's being shown to you. And then we always had the kid was also mentioned throughout, like could be, something new that you're doing, or like just very like naive to something and you're scared to start it, but it's saying like it's like you have to start it, or trying to help you start it to get away from a place or an environment where you don't need to be in. It's trying to like take you to put you in a different place, in a different environment, to help you grow and expand your mind, your emotions, how you just everything. You like know where some people, if you ever traveled or like you've been in one place your whole life or like very long, and then you go to a different state for a little bit and you see how that state is different than where you are, and for where you came from and stuff like that. It makes you be a lot more open to other people's lives and your life, and be very appreciative of the things that you had in your state that you might not have in this other state, or the things that that state might have to go through that you don't really have to go through, and stuff like that. And then we have pride. That's a 7 card. And sevens is all about self, spiritual, inner works. So like I said before, you probably, the truth is there, the details is there. You're probably aware of it, see it, and probably be like, no, that can't be it. When it's like, no, that's it. That's it. They weren't friends with you, they was friends with your money. Pride, ego, attention, what they can get out of you. Manipulation, like I said before, like you're in their pockets, like so they And like as soon as you say no, or like you're not gonna do something, now all of a sudden they telling everybody like how they did this, and this, and third for you. When it's just like, that's nice and that's fine and dandy, but you did this, and the third for me. Now if I say what I did for you, I'm petty and I'm childish. So it's just like, and then half the times if I start saying what I did for you, it does not compare for what you did for me. So it's just like, what are we really talking about? And it's just like the fact that you're bringing it up because I said no and I'm setting boundaries simply means that you did not do it out the kindness and, of your heart. You did it out of pride and ego to get something as a result. And as a result, you got what you got, and I'm aware of it. I see the details. Eyes are open, okay? And I'm no longer, allowing you to have access to me. I'm not, to hold back and be shy anymore to speak my mind. Like, I forgive myself and I forgive you, but I'm not going to continue giving money to you. Okay? Like, I got to love myself. I'm not going to disrespect myself for giving money to you, knowing that you're not my friend and that you won't do the same back. Right? Because that's self-sabotage. I'm not going to... Why would I do that? You see? Why would I do that? Then we had the owl in the back. And the owl was supposed to be spiritual messages from the divine. Trying to tell you, send you information and give you insight. Like, you can get, if you want to give, continue giving to those people, you give. Okay, you give, and you give the shirt off your back if you want to. But just know they're not going to do it for you. You ever, the song, by Bruno Mars, right? I'll Catch a Grenade. He said he will do this, and the third for this female. And he said, I know you will not do the same. Listen to the song. You will not do the same for me. And what happened? Time goes by. Years later. Now he on some, this bitch got me paying the rent. Like, you knew she wasn't going to do the same. Like, you knew she wasn't going to do it. Why you mad? Like, why you mad? You knew she wasn't going to do it. You was aware. You knew it. Like, you knew. Like, don't be mad at me. Because you knew. You sabotage yourself thinking this person was going to change. They're not going to change. It is what it is. They're going to try to, let time pass. Like, oh, maybe you forgot. Forgiveness, okay, is not forgetfulness. I can forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt like I did before. Especially because I know, especially if you talked about it and you do it again, I know you are aware that this is going to piss me off and I do not like it, so why would you do it? Oh, there's circumstances you could have walked away. Right, and then we have home. You gotta, start feeling stable and grounded in yourself, not, trusting yourself, trusting your abilities, and knowing that you know what's best for you. Feeling comfortable with yourself. Okay, respecting yourself and your boundaries. You take others people's feelings and thoughts into consideration, but you don't let it hold more weight over your comfort and what you want to do in life. Right? And because you're paying attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. See that owl? It came back. Pay attention to the signs. So we have 7, 2. 2 is all about duality, balancing, communicating, partnerships. Then we have 35. 35 is 8. Already explained 8 over here. Movements, personal power, karma, self versus ego, movements, control. Then we have 10, and I explained 10 over here, which is all about completing things, coming to an end, and letting things. Well, 9 is letting things go, but you have to let things go for things to come to an end. And at the bottom of the deck, we have say what you mean, speak your mind, speak your truth. Say it cleanly and authentically. Like, I can forgive you and still not let you have access to me. That does not mean that I'm holding on to anything. It just simply means that I'm holding on to the lesson that you taught me, that I cannot trust you. I forgive you for your mistakes, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, okay? We're not doing that. Like, we're just not. Like, no. Okay, so just like, by the 3rd time, get out my life. Like, it's just, get out my life, because you're doing this on purpose. Like, I'm not going to let you continue do it. Like, get out my life. Like, get out. I'll forgive you. Why, like, but I'm not going to continue to let you have access to me so you can continue doing it over and over again. No. Especially, like, if you can go away, give us some time, and you can come back and do it again. No, sweetie, no. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. Especially if you keep going away, right? Traveling, given the time for me to sit and think. You don't think I'll start realizing, putting 2 together, and realize it's a pattern? The signs? That you do this a lot? Like, you start picking up on the patterns and be like, oh, no, we had 8 here. It's an infinity sign, a loop. You start picking up on the patterns and the sign, realize this is a freaking loop that you're in. Somebody gotta break the loop, okay? And if it's not this person, it gotta be you. How can you break it? By setting boundaries, being aware of the freaking loop, and setting boundaries. That they're coming in for money? No, you're not getting my money. Now, if they try to go and talk to other people and gather other people and be like, gather other people for other people to tell you to give this person money, and this is like, who was you? Like, who was you? Like, it is not your money. Like, how you gonna tell me who I can give my money to? You know? And now, if you owe the person money, give them the money. But if you don't owe the money, don't. But also, we had karmic here, so it could be a karmic debt. So you gotta pay your karmic debts, and if you don't pay your karmic debts, things gonna start falling apart until you pay off your karmic debt. You just sabotaging yourself. Continue putting it off. It's karmic for a reason. If you wasn't putting negativity in the world, you wouldn't have karmic debt to have to pay. Think about that. And then we have Judgment with 2 cards. So we have Judgment. This is from my before tarot. So this is when the Judgment cards, the angel blowing the horn, and they started rising, or they up and celebrating. This is before he blows the horn. So the horn has not been blown yet. Okay. So everybody all sleeping in the grave. Okay. A decision has not been made to, move on, to move forward. The Judgment card could also mean a decision, karma, a choice, something that's going to affect your future, or something from your past coming in to affect your future. Reconciliation, like something coming back from the dead. Then we also have the Page of Swords. So we also have a bird again. Look like a falcon. And falcons supposed to be like messengers, send messages along back in those days. So, could be saying that right, with the bird and the wings. A decision has not been sent out yet, or have been made, like I said before, yet, on moving forward. or what to do, you just standing there looking, spying, observing, gossiping, watching. Could be disappointed. What you're seeing or what's around you and stuff like that. And it's trying to, like I said before, it's trying to help you. The dream is trying to help you make those decisions. Like, bro, you sabotaging yourself. Can we get out of this? Throw it away. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, can we get to a stable place? Right? Because you're closing your eyes to empty cups, and there's not like trying to. The Seven of Cups could also be like confusions. All the glitter in the world is not gold. But normally in the Seven of Cups, depending on what like how it's drawn, there's one clear decision. Like there's a whole bunch of cups, but there's like one cup stands out, from the rest. So it could be like very easy to pick it. But if you're a child, like a page is, immature thinking, it's gonna be hard for you to make those choices because you're just looking for like something that's shiny or glittery, not long lasting and stuff like that. You're just looking for temporary happiness, not long lasting. Right? We have the Two of Swords, which is another they're saying like a decision, a choice, being at a crossroads. So, like I said before, you're closing your eyes right now, and they're putting out the options in front of you, and you're trying to figure out which option you're gonna take, or what it should look like, or what is gonna happen, or what should happen, and that might not actually what end up happening. And you might be at a crossroads with that. Because the Two of Swords, normally you see like her heart, her hands over like her heart, so her heart chakra is kind of blocked. And she's trying to, rather than feel her way out of it, think her way out of it. And, sometimes things are not logical, it's more emotional. You have to feel it out emotionally, not logically. With the little moon back there. You gotta use your psychic abilities, your feelings. Nah, you gotta use your intuition and stuff like that. And go with your gut feelings and stuff like that. Rather than, your logic. Because sometimes with the details, people are not telling you everything. And not very forthcoming and very truthful. Because misery loves company. Some people will try to put you at a crossroads or bring you along in their misery because they don't want to be miserable alone. So I might as well be miserable with somebody else. And then we have the Ace of Wands. It's supposed to be a passionate beginning. So it could be before this passionate new beginning and just passion right now. And you really want to take action on it. You really want to do it, but you're closing your eyes to it, and it's just like, because you're scared of it, but then it's just like, you can't drive or walk with your eyes closed. Like, you gotta open your eyes. You can't stand on a hill and look over your shoulder, because normally this Page of Swords is looking over his shoulders. How you gonna look over your shoulders with your eyes closed? How you gonna see what's coming to attack you? What you looking out for if your eyes closed? You're not looking out for anything. Okay? And then we have, another falcon. But then the Nine of Pentacles. But it's a different color falcon. So, like I said before, they used to send messages. But the Nine of Pentacles, she's very stable and grounded. Doesn't really need anybody for anything. Very content by herself. She's free and she's liberated. She's She's single as well, very independent. Minor Arcana Empress. Um, so it could be saying this page or this somebody that's immature is looking at you, watching you, saying, it'll be very daydreaming. Could be saying daydreaming about trying to make a choice or a decision to come in, okay, and talk to you. Or take action towards you, move towards, do something, talk to you, some way, shape, or form. They daydreaming about it and confused and stuck and scared. And just watch you from a distance and or talk about you from a distance. Just a pride and ego, I don't know. Like it's driven and they holding themselves back. Sabotage. They're not stable in themselves, they're not grounded in themselves, they lack some type of, could be lacking self-esteem. And they don't feel like they can do it when they actually can do it, which could be self-sabotage. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. It's really snowing. The Six of Wands. I keep looking out the window. And the Six of Wands is all about like having a victory after a long battle. But like normally in the Six of Wands, he already have like the wreath on him. Like he just won this battle. So it's like, and I said it's two totally different Falcons. And I was like, she's single and she's free now. So this person could sit here and wait for to make the decision, that time to come in, to come talk to you. But somebody might also beat them to the punch. It is what it is. Or, their pride, with the strength underneath it, their pride could have gotten away and actually won. And, cost them to miss out on something that they actually... Miss out on happiness. Miss out on something that they actually wanted. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. This one's supposed to be like present. So this is like before, and then gonna be like present, and then we're gonna do like my after tarot, stuff like that. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is all about like traveling, negotiating, being open to new horizons, progress. And the Two of Wands, you see the person has one wand in his hand and the world in his other hand, like planning on what he want his world to look like, or what he want his world to be, to reflect to him. But he had to let go of the other wand and leave it behind him for him to move on and move forward. And the Three of Wands, you see the Two Wands now. He's still moving on and moving forward and being open to new horizons and meeting new people or talking to new people, learning new things. Like I said before, like you stayed in one place for so long, but you go somewhere else and for like a few, or like not even just a few, because you could be there for like a few like hours. No, like days, weeks, kind of thing. And you see like how different it is, and how you start appreciating like where you came from, and where you've been and stuff like that, and where you want to go and stuff, and and you used where you came from, like a little bit of things where you came from, the lessons, whatever you learned, some failures and stuff like that, mistakes, to continue moving forward, and being open to other things and more new opportunities, or just simply like trying again. Like it failed this time, but let's see if this time around, you can fix that mistake. You're paying more attention to the details so you don't make that same mistake again. Or you notice why you made that mistake, and you take that into consideration and realize that, and work on it, so that it doesn't continue bothering you and slowing you down in any way, shape, or form. And then we have the King of Swords, which is he is like he holds Archangel Michael's sword of truth. Um, he's very said to be very like logical, truthful, speak the truth, but he can also be like very cold and detached, very blunt, um, harsh. Also like very, quick and impulsive, warlike, you know, with pride, ego. If you say something he don't like, might, be argumentative. Might say no, and all of a sudden there's a tantrum, and it's like you could throw a tantrum and still no. Like it's just, it is what it is. You know, that cause you to look and for new horizons. If you can't be truthful or honest with the person or speak your truth, why are we out together? And then judgment. Oh, all that spying and that watching, and that childish behavior and that gossiping, you've just realized that, that helped you make the decision and, not be at this crossroads. That they didn't do, like, if I told you a secret, right, and you told me that you are going to keep my secret, don't tell nobody, not going to do this, and the third of my secret, and now all of a sudden, push comes to shove, and you have the audacity to throw my secret back in my face, I will not tell you a secret ever again in life. Ever again in life. Ever again. Because I know that you just want to hear it, or want me to talk to you or vent to you so you can throw it back in my face. That's childish and immature. And some people see it as harsh. I see it as an eye-opener that you do not have my best interests at heart. And I will not carry you or let you have any say. Not even say, but I don't care how you feel about my future. Like, I just don't. Like, you don't care about my future. I don't care about your future. Not even that. You can wish you love and happiness, greatness for you, but I just don't care. Just like you don't care about mine, I don't care about yours. Misery loves company, and I know that you want me to be miserable too. I don't care what you do with yours. I just know I'm not going to be miserable. Hopefully someday you realize that you don't got to be miserable either, and you start making those changes. But I'm not going to be miserable with you. Like, it is what it is. You're not going to have me and, continue putting me in difficult situations and I overlook it. No. I see clearly now, like, who you are. And I'm not going to, allow you to continue to have access to me to hurt me in any way, shape, or form, because then I'm hurting myself by continuously giving you access to me to hurt me. Why'd I do that? Think of yourself as, like, we have house here. Think of yourself as a house. Do you just leave your door open all willy-nilly? Just letting anybody come in? No. You lock your door so that you don't get robbed, invaded, stuff like that. Think of yourself as a house. Why would you continue letting somebody that you know is purposely hurting you or going to hurt you continue, like, be around you, have access to your house? That's like, in the news saying, oh, there's a burglar in your area, and you just be like, you know what? Door's open. Come on in. Like, that's self-sabotage. Lock your door. Okay? Set boundaries. Tell them no. You can still be nice and compassionate and tell somebody no. And we have the Magician. So things are changing. Could be saying like things are changing, a trick, illusion, having all the tools that you need to move forward. It could be alchemy. We also have the infinity sign. We have here to break free from this, to change the situation, to break it free, You have the tools and materials to break free. And then with the sword here, you have the knowledge. You know what you need to break free from. Or what you need to move away from. Or who's causing you pain and hurt. What, what's brewing and why it's brewing. And then we have the Empress. And the Empress is all for queens. I said she's minor arcana Empress. So, you start becoming more stable and grounded in yourself and trusting yourself and taking action on what's best for you and your happiness and your future, staying stable and grounded. Pay attention to the signs, seeing through people's tricks and illusions, not just taking things at face value. You go fact check. And because the Empress, she doesn't chase, she attracts. She's very stable, emotionally grounded, very soul nurturing, kind, smart, intuitive, attractive, and stuff like that. Whereas this person is just like, I won't even say like actual emperor, okay? Because we got Page, and then we have the King of Swords. So they might see themselves pride as a king, when in all honesty, they're a page, and a page is a child. They're an immature king. Then with the shouting card, if you pay attention to it, fully look at it, full picture, that is a man, okay? Full-blown man. Child. They might look like a man on the outside, but in the inside, they are immature. They are a child in a man's body. Okay? They think immaturely. They act immaturely. They're just immature. Then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. She's very stable, grounding, nurturing, and financially independent and stable, and very humble, wifey material. She's 1/4 of the queen, the queen, the king, the empress. So you be like with the King of Swords here, like you be able to see through people's illusions very like. But if you're speaking your truth and you're not doing it to like hurt people or be like malicious or like any way, shape, or form, you're doing it for your best interest, not that could be like sound of self-absorbed and stuff like that. But you're doing it so you can feel comfortable with yourself and your environment and people around you. Like, not allowing, like I said before, but like, not allowing certain people to, continue to say certain things or have access to you because, y'all been friends for so long, okay? Y'all been friends for so long, but they hurt you each and every time or each and every chance that they get. That's not a friend. That's not a friend. A friend will not intentionally hurt you or make you cry every chance that they get, or try to degrade you, or shame you, or make you feel uncomfortable. That's not a friend. That's not love. That's not stable. That's not grounded. You gotta pay attention to those signs and those details, because the details is there. But if there's things been brewing and unresolved, there's something unresolved there for a reason. And if they're not there, and they left for the whole like things unresolved and a whole bunch of unresolved issues, and they keep coming back in and creating more chaos, is no time to resolve the past, to even catch up to the present problem that we have to resolve. And it's just way too much resolving. So it's just like, either start off from a clean slate, you be honest to the whole truth, okay? speak your truth that you are this type of person. I don't want you in my life no more, and I'm fine with that. And it's just like, I hope you be okay with that too. Like, I want nothing but peace and happiness for you, but I'm not going to continue allowing you to have access to my life to hurt me or affect me or slow me down in any way, shape, or form. I want to focus on myself right now. Now, like I said before, I still wish you peace, love, and happiness, but, you know, gotta do what's best for me right now. What's best for me is removing myself from the situation, right? And we have the page trying to cover the judgment, and I didn't know where the hell. I was like, wasn't judgment on the table? And I didn't know where the hell that shit disappeared to. And the page of swords could also be like disappointment and stuff like that. So, or like disappointing messages. So they probably thought that this was gonna come in and change the situation, where all it did was just simply show you that you don't want this person in your life. It showed you who they really are. They true, like, you know, this pride and egotistical person that try to use you or manipulate you for any, like, for their own personal gain, and, you know, cause you to look elsewhere, like you're no longer attracted to them or like them in any way, shape, or form. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is from the After Tarot. So whatever you was working on to master, you're mastered it. You finished working on it. You see it. You got the finished product. Right? And then we have the Four of Swords, which is all about like taking a break, a time out, reflecting, healing, like, and recharging. Like, you worked on it. You see what you need to work on. What you was working on, you putting all your efforts in. You taking time out to like heal yourself, recharge yourself, replenish yourself, rest, get your energy back, before you start moving on something else or start acting on something else. Right now we have the Five of Cups, and gotta show the whole thing. Let me show you because it's a person drowning. That's why we gotta let somebody go. They're not drowning, but they're in the water, and you realize that it's nothing but blood in those cups. But you also notice that not all is lost, so you let this person go along their little merry little way down the stream, and might be a little bittersweet, like I said before. Like, we all had that little woe is me moment, that no one else is gonna love me this person is gonna love me. But it's just like, that's not love, okay? That's not a friend. So there is gonna be somebody that's gonna love you better than that person, because there's people out here that actually know what love is, and gossiping about you is not one of them. Why would I gossip about somebody that I love? It make no sense. I love SpongeBob, but I don't gossip about SpongeBob. Like, it's he taught me a lot. Like, it's, I love, like, a lot of things. I don't gossip about it. Man, you don't gossip or try to degrade something that you love, or hurt it in any way, shape, or form. Intentionally hurt it. You won't do that. You care for it. Try to, protect it. Keep it from harm's way. Out of harm's way and stuff like that. Anybody to try to hurt it, Mama bear. Like, Daddy bear. I don't know. You just go, full blown on it. You just dragon. Like, I don't know. You just... Right, and then we have the Three of Cups. You realize everything is not lost. You pick up those 2 cups, you go on your merry little way, you be all happy, you celebrating, and we had that with the arteries. Celebration is ahead, okay? After you change what need to be changed here, okay? worked on what need to be worked on, realize all is not lost, someone out there will love you better than this person. There's a better love than whatever that was, okay? Because that's not love. Okay? That was pride. Not love. That's the difference. Right. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. And then Two of Pentacles, they normally just jugging, going back and forth, multitasking. There's going to be some people that come in and help you. You don't have to do all the work by yourself. Whereas before you was always giving and giving and giving, there's going to be some people that actually give. You give, they give. Now you're receiving. You give, they give. Giving and receiving. You give to them, they give to you. You give to them, they give to you. They give you, you give them. Giving and receiving. Giving and taking. And then again, we have the Infinity. But you see how you're behind it this time? Where before it's on your head? Like you're... And like I said before, like there's an option that's like clearly better than the other. There's one that's ahead of the other. And then we have at the bottom of the deck the Ten of Pentacles, which lead to generational wealth. So it was like you trying to juggle it. Let's say you're trying to do two things. You're trying to juggle it by yourself. There's going to be somebody or some couple of people that comes to help you and actually helps you. Not just saying that they're going to help you and not help you. Or help you just for money reasons or for clout or stuff like that. They actually genuinely want to help you. And... Or you start realizing that the best way to get work done is to see who's qualified to help you and who's not qualified to be around you to help you and stuff like that. For the not saying like, because there's gonna be some people that haven't gone to college, but that doesn't mean that they're not smart. Okay. But now there's just some people that just there were some people that have been to go to college and everything, but still just dumb, okay? So, we gotta fill them out. You gotta fill it out. Like, so we have know your power. Then we have here, I don't care what they say about me, I just want to eat. Then we had that food earlier with the dream deck. So, watch who you have sitting at your table. Not everybody at your table want to see you eat. Some people might be mad or jealous of the food that you have on your plate, even if y'all have the same food. They still want to eat off your plate because it looks better on your plate. It's something that they, even if it's the same thing, something about your plate is better than their plate, because simply the fact that it's yours, because they don't have it, and that's why they want to have it, because it's yours, and that's immature. Then we have Little Mr. Mansplain. I hate, not even going to explain mansplaining. So it's just like, no, that's also a sign too. If they sit here and mansplain to you certain things, it's because they feel like they're more skillful than you, or they have more knowledge than you in some way, shape, or form, and they feel like you're beneath them. Right? And then they might try to cover it behind sarcasm. And be like, oh, they were just being sarcastic or just trying to tell you a joke. No. That's how they really feel. Okay. Then we have the unsolicited opinion of random people. Didn't I say they're just going to try to get other people and like gather other people around them? And they're just like, bro, who are you to tell me who I can and can't give to? Who are you to tell me who I can and can't talk to? I can take it into consideration. I'll take it into consideration, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And what makes me feel okay. Like, and feel comfortable and secure and grounded in myself. Like, because you probably thinking that this person is very smart and intelligent when it's just like they're just simply taking what you're saying and twisting it, saying it in different words, so to make themselves feel smarter. For example, I once had a person try to tell me that the human heart has two parts, not four, two. A human heart. Now, I was the one that was in the biology class. I was the one having to take these tests. Okay? You don't think I will know that the human heart has four? And the fact that I drew it out should let you know it's four, my guy. I even showed how the blood goes into the heart, comes out of the heart, all that. Okay? It goes to 4 different places. 4 different places. It's the left ventricle, right aorta, left aorta. It literally 4 different places, 4 different parts. Okay? 4 different parts. Was Bill, King of Swords, very argumentative, hard, headstrong on no, it's 2. It's 2. It's 2. Even after I drew it out, it's 2. Birds has 2. Didn't know that. So it's just like, bro, what are we really talking about? Like, don't help me with my homework. I didn't even need help with my homework. But don't help. Like, it's just, I'm okay. Like, I'm good. Like, don't. I legit drew it out. Inside the class. I'm the one who had to take the test. You sitting here gonna tell me it's 4? Like, we can't just Google it and say that's 4. And then after that, I magically was the one that said 2. There's no way I said 2 because I know it's not 2. I know a human has 4. You see how they try to start carpet sweeping and then try to flip it and be like, it was just a joke. You're being too sensitive. No, it's not a joke. Okay? You legit try to mansplain to me and try to correct me, and you were wrong, or rather than just simply be like, oh yeah, I'm wrong, my bad. You try to argue it so I can agree with you when I'm not going to agree with you because that made no damn sense. Because I know a human heart has 4 parts. And a bird has 2, which is why they fly. Like, oh. There was a lot of other things he did that shit too. And he's like, there was another person that anytime I would say something, they would just say it in different words, like right after, and it's just like, that's what I just said. Like, I don't need a parrot. I did not need somebody to paraphrase me, summarize what I just said. I know what I said. I know what I said. I don't need it to hear it back. I'm fine. Like, and we have magic. The frequency of magic support our introspect ability to grow and expand beyond the motion, to move towards possible and expansion that are grand and profound as we can imagine all that is required is our belief in their manifestation. And that is 31. And 31 is 4. And 4 is all about like stagnation, stability, foundation. Could be a pause as well. Struggles. Then we have coherence. The frequency of coherence support our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind. Two of swords. Where's that? And for the optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. And that is another 4 card. That is 31 and this 13. So, kind of mirror, reflection, stuff like that. Whatever you manifest will come to you. Whatever you put out there, you will attract. If you put out negativity, you will get back negativity. You put out goodness and happiness, you will get that. Now, there's going to be some people that are trying to rain on your parade. It's just a part of life. Because some people don't want to see other people happy. Because like I said, misery loves company. But you keep that over there, okay? You ever heard Little Duval smile? And at the end, he was like, like, just remember, we all going through this together, but like, stay the fuck away from me. That kind of thing. Like, like. Then we have realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the internal process of being of the highest expressions of this world. And 37 is 10. Already explained tens. Then we have the solar plexus. Ooh, again. The frequency of the solar plexus is the yellow flower of life. Supports our sense of self, and our personal power and our willpower, as well as the knowing of who we are and our contribution to the whole. And that's a 3. 3 is all about building, teamwork, collaborating, working together. Then we have communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outcoming, through our heart center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balance exchange. That's 14. 14 is 5. 5s are about like change, conflict, changes, temporary transformation. Okay, and then we have throat chakra. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and sense of peace and balance. That is 5. I already explained 5. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of information the frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. with my example, with that person that tried to tell me that human hearts have two parts. I remember in class, the teacher said with her throat chakra that it got full. So I was just like, I'm not about to put that down. Like, not about to put that down or remember that. So I can get it wrong on my test. No. And if he was open to communicating, okay, not just thinking that, not even thinking or assuming that you always right and that you know what's best, and that, I also had another person, the other person that was like pretty much, that would like take what I just said and like reword it, summarize it, paraphrase it, right? He will also try to argue, even if he's wrong. And then you'd be like, you're wrong. And at some point, he'd be like, I know I'm wrong. Why are you arguing when you know you're wrong? You're just wasting time. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. Like, every time I would walk away. Like, it's just... You arguing with yourself. You're not arguing with me. Like, Or if he even tried to start, I'm just be like, hi, what do you want? You want attention? Hello. Like, it's... You got attention. Like, it's what like, Just come in and say what you want and then go. Because I don't got time for this. Like, I already see the signs. I already know what you're doing. Like, you want attention? What you want attention for? There's nothing new, nothing different. Like, I can't even lie. He's like, oh, you got a new haircut. No, okay? No, there's nothing different. Like, so, now we have, when was the last time I danced freely? So we have, there's a lot of reading. Dance because it will shift you into a beautiful state, because it will get you out of your head and into your body and your heart, because fear lives in your head along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. Whew, excuse me. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make a shift. You will feel a change of joy and confidence take over you, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness, and it is a gateway to freedom and to be free. Dance. Today's soul action, dance for 3 minutes. That's normally how long a song lasts. To your favorite song, notice the inward fire grows. Notice the inward fire grows within, and feel you, what? And feeling you feel being you. You are a wild, loving force. Express it with dancing. Unless it's like, Michael Jackson or Prince. That's a good 6 minutes right there. That's like So pick the song wisely. If you haven't exercised in a while, don't watch out which Michael Jackson song. Okay? Like, that's like a good 6 minutes right there. If it's Queen, that's another good 6 minutes right there, bro. Like, Bohemian Rhapsody? That shit. Yo. We have, what passion am I ready to pursue? Then we have, your passions will continuously lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the sides, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? Today's soul action, make a list of the passions to which you want to give life to right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. Trust that your soul's whisper. Let your passion draw you towards your dream life. Next we have, what risk can I take today? Next we have, be not mistaken, you will have you have to take big risks than you have ever imagined on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take big, scary leaps, but do not fret because your your soul has wings. Today's soul action: take a risk. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only do. Be brave and courageous, and you will become what you really are made of. You will discover what you really are made of. I mean, you also will become it, but you will discover it first. And then we have, if I had a magic stick and could do anything I desire in life, what would I choose? And while I'm reading this, I'm going to shuffle the other deck so we can start wrapping this up. Did not expect to be here that long. We have burning with desire is the power of your desire. Wait, nope. Burning with desire, there's power in your desire. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it takes flight. Today's soul action. Today, go inward with answers that lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do it. Okay. That seemed like a lot just flipped. Oh, okay, all the cards, because I was taking 6 out of this deck, and they all just flipped. Okay, so, we have a clockworking pumpkin with a wonderful idea, the aha moment, and that is 39. 39 is 12. 12 reduced to 3. 3 is all about collaborating, working together, mind, body, soul. Could be you, spirit, working together. And, And then we have the fairy of the green world. The natural world needs you. And that's 44. You can see that as a universal number of support. Or you can, add it up, reduce it to 8. They're supporting you and helping you move forward. See how the dragon came back? A friend trying to help you move forward. Lighting that fire inside you. Take action on your desires. You see it? And then we have Snow Angel. The signs are already with you. You just gotta pay attention. See? Pay attention. Then we have, that's 4. I already explained 4. Then we have the dress of alchemy. Release your power. And the magician was also here. Oh, my bad. And that is 33. You can see it as the angel number 3, which is all about collaborating, working together, building, teamwork. Or you can, see it as 6, which I already explained. You're still working together and collaborating with somebody to make it a peaceful environment, harmony. You have all the tools within you to become the Empress. You just have to balance yourself out. Love yourself completely and fully. Because the Empress is all 4 queens. She had to learn each quality of each 4 queens. And then we have Fairy of the Highlands. It is time to be brave. And that is 20. So you can see 20 as 2 10s, 2 things coming to a completion, 2 things coming to an end, or you can simply see it as 2, which is all about, like I said before, duality, light and shade, communicating, yin and yang, balance, partnerships. Then we have the Violet Duchess, stuck and stale and boring. That is 18. 18 reduced to 9, and 9 is all about releasing and letting go, transforming. Well, not transferring, but you letting it go so things can come to an end. Transform to the better. Start something new. My bad. Hit the lip. So it could be saying that if this aha moment could be that the signs are already with you, already around you, that this person is not your friend or not your person. They don't really have the best interest out in heart. That they're gossiping about you. They talk about you behind your back. You don't feel at ease with them. You don't have to continue to be around them and let them be in your space or know what you're doing or celebrate with them if you don't want to. Because that's just sabotaging your happiness and your celebration. And, you know, just keeping you stuck in something that you don't want to be stuck in. And it's boring. And it's old news. It's a loop. You already know what they're doing. That's why it's like shame, like first time, like you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Now you fool me 3 times, why do you need to be in my face? We have nothing to talk about because I know that you're doing it on purpose. And it's not, I'm not going to shame on me twice. No. Shame on you again because I forgave you not only twice, but now you want me to continue to forgive you each and every time? No, get out my face. Get out my life. Like, no. Now we have Fiona and the unicorn, the gift of sacred sight. Like, you pick up on the pattern. Release your power. Pick up on the pattern. Notice the pattern. It's a loop. They always do this. Round and round. You know, y'all have some good times. And then boom, y'all have some low times. Like, then you have some good times. And then boom, you have some low times. Like, no one got time to be going up and down this damn roller coaster with you. Okay? Or to simply watch it. Like 1 minute y'all cool, next minute y'all not cool. Next minute y'all cool, next minute y'all not cool. And then they say with the fire ants, it's not just affecting you, it will affect other people around you. No one got time for that. No one got time for that. Like, when y'all on good terms, everything's all fine and dandy, but as soon as y'all not on good terms, y'all have gossiping about each other, telling each other secrets behind each other back. No one got time for that shit. Okay? If you're not gonna say the shit to the person's face, don't say the shit at all. Okay? Like, it's not that hard. Then we have the delicate fairy and her ferrets. Change is necessary and natural and good, but yes, it could hurt. And that is 20. Oh, this is 29. 29 is 11. 11 reduced to 2. I already explained 2. And this is 24. 24 reduced to 6. And I already explained 6 as well. Next we have the fairy bee. Life is sweet. And we have 6 again. So it's trying to help you with that travel we had before, trying to help you move on, show you what you need to see, help you move on, make a change to make your life better, rather than being stuck in a boring cycle that you don't want to be in, just full of drama. And then we have imaginary friend, a childhood treasure resurface. We started with a child. Might be a little bit immature here, okay? There's a little bit of immaturity happening here. Or, you know, they probably been your friend since they was a kid, or I don't know. Or you're acting like I said before, you could be acting like a child, and it's like it's time to let that go. Like, you throwing a tantrum, the answer still no. I don't see what you're throwing a tantrum for. You can cry all you want, it's still no. Like, it's still no. Like it is what it is. Just put your little, you can stop screaming and kicking. Like, still no. Like, And then we have the mermaid of immersion, complete commitment. And that's 44. We have 44 over here. The natural world needs you. And we have complete commitment. They're trying to help you, support you, and helping you close things out and move on and move forward. But if you don't want to move forward, you want to stay stuck and stagnant, something that's boring and dramatic and unhappy, you do you, okay? Don't blame nobody else for your choices. You were immature and short-sighted and made that decision. Right? And then we have little hourly. Wisdom as light as a feather. And we had owls here too. So and a falcons. So it's like they're trying to give you this knowledge and this wisdom. It's up to you to take it and to change and work on what need to be worked on. Reflect on what need to be reflected. Stop doing what you stop. Put an end. Take a break from whenever you need to take a break from. Resting, recharging, rejuvenating. And realizing that person that you think loves you, or you won't find no other person better and stuff like that, you will. You definitely will. Because that's not what love is. You can't even celebrate with them. That's not love. That's not happy. Right? Not saying that all the time, like, you're not going to argue and stuff like that. But it's not childish, harsh, brutal, out of pride and ego. Y'all have no problem putting your, like, saying I was wrong. I apologize. Rather than simply trying to, like, I'm telling you, like, no, a human heart has 4 parts. You so gung-ho, headstrong on something that has 2 because you can't even fathom the fact that you're wrong. Pulled out notes, all that. Drew it. No one got time for that. You argue with yourself. Or you know that you're wrong and you still arguing your point as if you're right. You argue with yourself. No one got time for that. You argue with yourself. Yeah. So easy. So now I know that you just simply want to argue. I'm not gonna argue with you. Like, I don't got no time for that. You do that by yourself. At the bottom of the deck we have mermaid in the koi pond. Rediscover your individuality and becoming the dragon. Alright, did I say it was on the bottom of this deck? I didn't. It's Pooh. It's time for a change to learn something new. Use technology and gadgets with wisdom. Okay, now I'm going to do the self-care. And then I'm going to go. This is a very deep dream. I don't know what like, I was not trying to be here for 2 hours. But that dragon keep coming up. I realized that. And the owl. So it could be saying the spirit's trying to give you the knowledge to face your fears, so you can stop self-sabotaging. And you're not allowing them to help you. Or you're not taking action on what they're telling you to take action on. And that's going to slow you down and hold you back. So we have connect with your ancestors. And that's 14. 14 is 5. Next we have music. We also had dance before, so But like I said, pick your songs wisely. You're going to get a good exercise. And that's 37. And that is 10. Already explained that. Then we have journal. And there's 29. 29 is 11. 11 reduced to 12. Not what? 11 reduced to 2. 11 goes to 12. But it reduced to 2. Already explained 2. We had 29 over here. And we have clear your energy field to sage out your house. Sage out your space. Sage out your room. Sage out everywhere. Palo Santo. Lemongrass. Whatever herb. You get in there, you cleanse it out. Wild dancing. Then we have connect with fire. And that's 12 and 12 reduced to 3. Oh, this is 10. 12 reduced to 3. I already explained 3s. And at the bottom of the deck, we have a burning bowl ritual. You might write your feelings out or what you want to say to this person. If they're no longer in your life, you know, you write it out, and burn it. And you let it go. So, it's connecting with fire in a way. You cleansing and releasing your feelings, whatever's bothering you and stuff like that. Also, your solar plexus is all about fire. But also, fire also ties to your third eye. So, well, it awakens your third eye in a way. Like if you simply like look at it for a very long time and focus on it, it helps your third eye. And we also had the dragon here, so there's a lot of fire. So it helps you start to be cleansed and see things clearly with that aha moment. And you know what needs to be thrown away and cleared away and thrown out. What need to be stayed. What you should keep, what you don't need to keep. Okay. Feel a lot more stable and grounded in yourself once you know, throw away some things, clean up. But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for you for this reading. I was not trying to be here for that long. Really hope that it was helpful. And if you feel like this reading resonated with you or you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.